Hey now, beautiful. Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic Random Book Review. And this time I will be reviewing 101 Things You Didn't Know About the Civil War. Now, I'd previously reviewed 101 Things You Didn't Know About Lincoln, which, meh, watch the, review. I don't believe this is from the same author, though. It's like the same series, but a different author. This I enjoyed very much. And this was a place where you get books. Library. A library book. And it took me about a week to read. And there's a lot of information in here. And it covers pretty much what everybody knows about the Civil War. You know, there's not really too many surprises. It depends how big a Civil War buff you are. I mean, having watched many documentaries and having Dad be a Civil War buff, I might have a little more knowledge than some, but it is interesting because it covers deeper information. Now, this happened, Lincoln was a cool guy, slavery sucked, but it kind of went more in depth into the whys and the hows and the realities of the individuals, what they went through, and it didn't candy coat anything. North good guy, South bad guy. It kind of focused on both sides of the issue, and what happened after, not just Reconstruction. Johnson needed help, but there was more information than you would normally find in a book like this. And the only thing that I didn't really know, or at least I looked at it wrong, I've always interpreted the amount of death in the Civil War. They always said, the amount of people killed in the Civil War equaled up, all the wars. How do I put this? I interpreted it to mean all the wars America fought up until that point altogether is how many people died in the Civil War. Not according to this. Those numbers include World War I, World War II, Vietnam, probably Korea. What came after? Korea first, then Vietnam. And when you realize they include all the wars this country fought, you're like, how is there anybody left in the country? It's staggering just kind of thinking, okay, War of 1812, da-da-da-da. But when you add World War I, World War II, Vietnam, and this is a war that we fought against each other. This wasn't a global war. So that was kind of like the way they've always kind of phrased that information. I didn't interpret. I'm like, okay, well, so it was a lot of people. Even though I've gone to the Battle of Bull Run and got to see some of these places, that sort of magnitude didn't hit it until they finally phrased it in a way that was like, oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought. So yeah, that was the one thing that kind of was like, and it kind of goes into sort of more focused stories. It mentioned, the real story behind the movie Glory. Go Massachusetts. Things that kind of get glanced over in a lot of the Civil War documentaries and books, and they kind of just pick the information that kind of sells the books and not delve into the deeper kind of underlying things. So that's what I really liked about this book. It sounds simplistic, 101 things you didn't know, and it does kind of go through the beginnings, and there is sort of a set theme to it, but it is a good book, a lot of information, very well in depth. So if you're a Civil War buff, this is definitely a read. Even if you've read, every book under the sun and you've been into history 50 million years, it's a good read. And it's easy to get through, too. It's not, chunk of information. So I highly recommend this. 101 Things You Didn't Know About the Civil War. Places, battles, generals, essential facts about the war that divided America. by Thomas R. Turner, PhD. And like I said, I got this through my Overdrive, so it's a library book. So definite thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at This Strange and Exotic. Happy reading. Bye.